Identification confirmed. Good evening, Mr. Stagg.
I don't know exactly how you're cheating, Detective, but I know you are! I'm beginning to think you don't deserve the privilege of battling me. Perhaps I will withhold the honor. On principle.
Said so, didn't I?
Very well. When we fight, I will not go easy on you, but unleash the full force of my fury. Your chances of doom increase exponentially with each of the 7 remaining riddles you solve. And when I use exponentially, Detective, I use it correctly. This is patently absurd. You should have literally died from the mental exhaustion hours ago. You left them because they were too hard. You probably thought you lacked the relevant gadget. But too bad, Detective. You're just too dumb. Four to go. I am oiling my mechanisms in anticipation of our confrontation, Detective, but I expect you'll disappoint me. Three left? Three. My, you're rather keen on fighting me, aren't you? Well, good. I'm looking forward to it too. Remaining? It's impossible. It's like I've been transported to some alternate reality where you are the genius and I am the idiot with an overinflated sense of his own abilities. The idiot with an overinflated sense of his own abilities.
terrorist out of the ground. I thought Gotham would be easy making clear.
I always thought the person inside that suit messed up.
Business is best when bats need killing. A mercenary's file should receive top billing. Top billing. One riddle remaining. I don't understand. What I do know, Detective, is that you can't even fail correctly. That's how incompetent you are.
Taking that mask off was a big mistake. Now you're just a man.
So, you solved them all. Well. What a smart little detective you turned out to be. My one mistake has always been very slightly overestimating just how stupid you are. Come back to the orphanage, detective, and I'll deconstruct you like a flimsy philosophical position. Well, Dark Knight, it seems you have earned the right to die at my mechanical hands. But let us be clear, we do not meet as equals. In fact, you literally have not a hope of victory. Oh, I wish I could say that I have found this one-sided rivalry of ours intellectually stimulating, but in truth, I grew bored of you long ago. Killing you here will finally liberate me to engage in more edifying pursuits. Goodbye, detective. You will be neither missed nor remembered. Riddle me this. What's mechanical, homicidal, and red all over? I mean, Batman! You are bested, you are conquered, and you are mine! I'll subtract you from this equation! Moron!
Sorry, Eddie, but it looks like you're cheating to me.
No! What are you doing here? This is not your fight, cat!
Eddie, sweetie, you invited me, remember? And then you tied me to a chair.
You didn't have to come.
And you act like I'm ungrateful.
Nope, try again! How I love to see you fail! So many riddles! There's no way you solve them all!
Why, thank you.
Too hard for you? This is the end! My apotheosis!
Such a gentleman.
You think you can defeat my creation? No, my plan! My plan! Let's fix things up. Fight like you have half a brain. Keeping up. Hit it again, go on!
You can do this!
Hi, diddle diddle, answer this riddle.
Watch yourself!
My victory! My just reward!
Bring it down!
This is embarrassing, you two, really! Time for a change! Hi, diddle diddle! Which color do you prefer?
Don't feel left out!
Your muscular oppression ends here! Burn, Batman! Robots are indestructible! It was perfect! My perfect victory! Can't think and
Smash
hit at
it.
the same time! I'll atomize you! You shouldn't have come back, Cat. Your presence was not part of my rejection.
Hang in there!
Wrong! Can you keep up?
Oh,
This color
take
suits
it out!
you best. shouldn't be here! You shouldn't have got this far!
Get it!
How did you do it? How did you solve them all? You cannot defeat me!
Thanks, Selena, for the daring last-minute rescue. It was very heroic.
It was under control.
Sure it was. Now be a good damsel and bestow a kiss on your gallant hero.
Play nice.
You're not playing at all.
No, I'm not. Not anymore.
And what's that supposed to mean?
It means this is the end, Selena. It means we can't. I can't.
I will see you again, right?
No one will. Gotham needs something more, something worse to defend her. She needs a new myth. A legend more powerful than I can be right now. A legend that can only rise from the ashes of the Batman.
Some things you can't do alone, Bruce.
And some things you have to.
Call if you need me.
I won't.
I know. I just wanted to say it.
Where am I? What's happening to me?
You're a smart man, Edward. I'm sure you'll figure it out.
No. You cheated. Catwoman cheated. She stole my victory from me.
A fight I couldn't win? That doesn't even fit your definition of playing fair.
It was fair! If you weren't able to bypass the robot's multi-layer encryption, decipher their unique operating system, and reprogram them mid-battle, that doesn't mean you get to call in assistance.
You need help, Nigma.
I never need help with anything!
Out you go, Nigma.
Ha! I could have brought me here twice as quickly.
Well, riddle me this. Was Green proud and ass kicked all over?
How exceedingly droll. I won't be needing a lawyer, you jumped-up security guard. I will represent myself. You forget, you bothersome bat. Every time you overcome my puzzles, I learn that little bit more about you. Soon enough, there will be a riddle that leaves you dead. Do you even understand the numerous
Alfred,
chemical
the city's
processes that
safe.
occur during
Excellent
combustion?
work, sir. Gotham's villainous contingent has been brought to task yet again. You should be immensely proud of your achievements. The city is forever in your debt.
It's time for nightfall.
Everything is in place, sir. The Batwing is on its way to the GCPD rendezvous point.
Why bother with the mask, hero?
You got nothing worth. Hiding now.
Just had the mayor on the phone. Says he's sending over an arrest warrant for Bruce Wayne. Shame. Our fax machine had a little accident.
Last thing you probably want to talk about is what happened out there. All I'll say is, it's good to hear the commission is safe.
I knew you wouldn't give yourself up without a plan. As plans go, it was pretty nuts. But it worked.
I guess things are gonna get pretty crazy for you now that everyone knows who you are. If you need any help keeping the press off your back, just let us know.
You have killed, but your tally of death is nothing compared to the millions God has consigned to the fiery pit.
My soul doesn't need saving, preacher man. I sold it a long time ago.
Rich or poor, it doesn't matter to me. Wayne Manor's next on my list when I get out.
Pig can make you young. I hope whatever they paid you was worth it, Slade.
The chance to fight you is always worth it, Batman.
I knew I'm flattered. You should be. When a man earns my respect, that means I do not rest. I devote all of my energy, everything I have, to killing him! I don't care who you are. You're dying just the same. I'm going to make it my personal mission to kill you when I get out of here, Batman. The army was never my idea. I prefer a more intimate approach. Twisting the blade, warm blood running over my hand. Next time, compadre. Next time. I don't care who you are. You're dying.
I think Ivy tried to brainwash me with those pheromones of hers when she was here. I resisted. When I get home, I'm making salad.
Pretty amazing you managed to keep that secret for this long. I have a hard enough time lying to my wife when I go out for a beer with the guys.
It was good to get back and see the boys. Gives you hope when you know you're not the only one who made it.
We should be out there helping.
So, big day for you tomorrow, I guess.
Kinda ruins the mystique if people know who you are, don't it? Maybe you could hold secret auditions for a replacement.
Tim and your dad are fine. They're being picked up from the asylum and taken to the mainland.
I spoke to them a moment ago. Thanks, Bruce. It's funny. I was waiting for Dad to do his protective father bit. I had it all ready in my head what I was gonna say. But he didn't go there. He just told me that he loved me and that he was proud. Maybe he hit his head.
Maybe he's starting to see you. The real you.
What are you going to do, Bruce?
Finish it.
Good. I'm just getting warmed up. Thanks again, Bruce, for going after Tim and Dad. I'm just sorry what it cost you in the end.
I'm sorry, Kirk, but this is the right place for you.
I only wanted to help people, and I've killed the one thing I ever loved.
It wasn't you that did those things. I believe you never meant to harm anyone.
But I did. Nothing can change that. I'm a freak, a monster. They should leave me to rot in here. I didn't want this. You have to believe me. My beautiful wife. I loved her more than anything.
It was the siren, right? That's how he brainwashed us. I'm just glad you were strong enough to break out of it.
Tetch makes me sick. I can't even look at him. I used to love those stories as a kid. How can he take something that innocent and turn it into something so horrible?
Assorted weapons and tools used by the League of Assassins. Nice to see those nut jobs killing each other for a change. Patrol found a hideout used by one of the factions in their little civil war. Some of them were dead, others gone. Guess whoever owned this gear was on the losing side. One severed arm, formerly belonging to Waylon Jones, a.k.a. Killer Croc. Bastard ate my hand at the asylum, but I still feel sorry for him. Though then again, my hands don't grow back. One cryogenic chamber used by Nora Freeze, wife of Mr. Freeze. From what I understand, those two finally got a happily ever after tonight. Of a kind, anyway. Might just hop in here myself. Wake up tomorrow when it's all over. Masks and one copy of Batman's Adventures in Wonderland. Used by Jervis Tetch, a.k.a. the Mad Hatter. Little Creep thought he could brainwash Batman.
I'm still trying to figure out exactly what happened. You really messed with our heads back there. Man, when I saw you bearing down on me, it was terrifying. Now I know how those punks on the street feel.
If you need us to protect anyone on the mainland, just say the word.
I get it, you know, the secret identity. You don't want all those people you rescue asking for money now, do you?
Looks like the secret's out now, Mr. Wayne. Your tragic youth, your life of pain. Can you justify the blood you've spilled to the boy who saw his parents killed? My Wonderland is but a dream away. Next time, Batman, I'll convince you to stay.
It's pretty cozy in here, Bat. You want to come join us? Not feeling it, huh? That's okay. We got the Warden here for company.
I'm trying to figure out your motivation, Mr. Wayne. And I'm afraid I can only draw one conclusion. You're insane. By the way, how has the reaction to your unmasking been? I imagine the downtrodden are delighted to discover their tormentor is a billionaire. You can't leave me in this cell, Batman. These men, they want to kill me.
Wayne.
I bet you taste rich. I look around, Batman. I see food.
Traitor! You will pay for your weakness. You should have died. Not her. Raish will not live forever. We will see to it. Traitor!
You sure that cell's secure, Batman? As much as the prisoners wouldn't object, I don't feel like being eaten today. God, I never got to see Croc up close like this. He's huge. You know, word of advice, it don't like cages.
Look, I never actually saw what the Warden was doing, so you can't really blame me, you know?
I can't believe that used to be a man. I think I'd rather be dead than suffer that.
If I were you, I'd drop the mask. It'd be a statement. You know, I'm Bruce Wayne, and I don't care.
Look, what happened up there might be a little ethically questionable. But no one wants these guys walking around on the streets, huh?
How's Vinny doing?
He's resting up.
He'll be okay. All of us are pretty damn lucky.
Ain't that the truth?
I imagine Bruce Wayne's gonna have a few questions to answer in the morning. Hope you've got a plan figured out.
I can't shake it, Batman. What I've done, taking a life, I gotta look my kids in the face. My wife. How do I do that? One good thing. Seeing that sack-headed piece of crap over in that cell. Thanks.
Didn't think you'd be back here. You know, now that the secret...
I heard those statues are pretty rare.
Well, they're easy to find.
You're gonna stick around, right,
That's the
Batman?
problem.
Don't leave us, please. Not now.
This has got Ryder written all over it.
Come on, this is Vale's story. She's got the inside track.
Somehow I don't think she's the only person with secrets to spill.
One hell of a lot of money. Stolen from various Bank of Gotham branches across the city. I'll count this when I get time. One top hat and umbrella with, yep, a hidden blade inside. Owned by Oswald Cobblepot, a.k.a. the Penguin. God bless Penguin. Gotham changes. New freaks come and go. But you can always count on that vicious little cockney to be up to something. One modified flare gun. One machine gun haphazardly duct-taped to a grenade launcher. And one good old-fashioned baseball bat. All used by Dr. Harleen Quinzel, a.k.a. Harley Quinn. Without Joker around, Harley took over the clown's old gang. It was never gonna last. One pig mask and butcher's knife. Used by Laszlo Valentine, a.k.a. Professor Pig. This guy's new. Mutilates his victims in order to make them perfect. I think I'm pretty enough already, thanks. One rocket launcher, acid damage coin, and twin semi-automatic handguns. Used by Harvey Dent, a.k.a. Two-Face. I hate booking in Harv. Guy's messed up, but you still see pieces of the man he used to be. And then he flips that coin and turns on you. One sacrificial knife and prayer book, owned by Deacon Blackfire. This high priest of Crazy Town tried to kill reporter Jack Ryder. Just another religious nut complaining about media bias, I guess. One vial of unknown chemical substance and one vampire bat, owned by Kirk Langstrom, a.k.a. What are we gonna call this guy? Batman's already taken. I guess this guy's more of a man-bat anyway. One energy cell, property of Stag Enterprises. You'd think Stag would have enough money not to strike deals with scum like Scarecrow. Well, not anymore. This won't be the only thing we confiscate from Stag Enterprises after tonight. One flamethrower and jetpack, worn by Garfield Lens, a.k.a. Firefly. Why can't Gotham have a normal pyromaniac, you know? Why does ours have to fly? One set of arm-mounted syringes, complete with fear toxin vials and fear toxin canisters, used by Dr. Jonathan Crane, a.k.a. the Scarecrow. Crane nearly turned Gotham City into a toxic wasteland tonight. All just to prove a point. Batman brought him in, like he always does. I just hope it was worth the price. One giant-ass robot suit thing, built by Edward Nygma, a.k.a. the Riddler. Poor Eddie. He builds a custom-designed Batman killing machine and still gets his ass handed to him. Not sure if that says more about Batman or Eddie. Well, this is some top-of-the-line gear, used by the Arkham Knight's militia. I don't know who's paying for this stuff, but they've got deep pockets. These boys are well equipped. One tactical visor, worn by Gotham's newest mystery man, the Arkham Knight. I think Batman knows more about this guy than he's letting on, but time. One stuffed bear and a canister of Titan formula, owned by Bane, aka Unknown. We had to let Bane loose after the Arkham City fallout. Guy was messed up anyway. Serious Titan withdrawal. My guess, he's off somewhere getting clean, and he's not going to be happy when he comes back. One Tommy gun, used by Peyton Riley, aka the ventriloquist. Or maybe the gun belongs to the puppet. I never really understood what's going on there.
Talia. I'm sorry.
One ceremonial sword owned by Talia al Ghul. Miss al Ghul was a wanted terrorist and an associate of her father, Raish. But Joker got to her before we did. From what I hear, Batman put this blade to good work after she died. One black mask worn by Black Mask, aka Roman Sionis. Sionis never really recovered from the night of the Black Gate riots, the night Joker showed up. Roman was an old school gangster. Joker, well, I'm not sure what he was.
Could have sworn I heard broken glass.